When you've spent your working years on the front line, whether it's with the police, the military, or just about any first responder position, civilian life, that transition to civilian life can be really difficult. For those who deal with distress and horror and can often feel angry, depressed, and worse, sometimes it comes down to you needing to leave your job. So what can be done to make that transition easier? There will be a program in the top end which helps former frontline members find their feet in ordinary life. Sarah Terode Martin is the CEO of Terode. Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining us this morning. First of all, tell us a little bit about Terode and what you do.
Good morning, James. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. And what you're saying is correct. It can be really difficult to transition out of service, especially when you've got people that have been giving, a lifetime of their service to either policing or other emergency services. So my company, Road Solutions, are really passionate about supporting first responders and the ADF veteran community. We identified that these communities were really in need of the support with their transition out of service. So I guess what we've done is we've taken what I've learned as a coach in holistic human development, as well as my knowledge in the consulting industry, and our company have developed a pilot life after service program. So I wanted to bring this pilot program to the Northern Territory, but I didn't want to just bring this program there with us coming up there saying that we've built something fabulous. We actually wanted the veteran community to be a part of building this, so it's pretty special. They get the opportunity to build this program.
Yeah.
So I was asked by a former Northern Territory police officer, Paul Milne, who's an advocate for first responders and also an advocate for mental health, if I'd launch my pilot in Darwin. So when he asked me to do this, I jumped at the chance because I was aware that the Northern Territory, the first responder community, were definitely in need of some support there. And the other reason I wanted to launch my pilot program there was because Northern Territory was what provided my late father with the opportunities of a lifetime. So it was my way of giving back.
So is that how you came to want to put together a program in the first place? It doesn't sound like your background's in service, but maybe someone close to you.
No, so I started my career within the Australian Federal Police. I was unsworn. I served over in the Solomon Islands, and it was the AFP that built the foundations of my career. I absolutely loved my time within the AFP. I loved serving our country over in the Solomon Islands. But there also came a time for me where, because of family reasons, it was appropriate for me also to leave the service. And I did find that transition a little bit difficult. So it was, the reintegration back into country. It was, I could see the world a little bit differently when I got home, and I was still really passionate about making a difference.
Yeah.
So policing's close to my heart.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you came up to the top end to speak to people about what they wanted in a program like this, so what did they tell you?
Look, I think when they come out of service, they're lacking that confidence. They lose their sense of identity, and they're wanting that extra support. So, what programs are out there to help support these people and walk their journey, understand who they are out of service, and also the practicalities. So, just finding that safe landing, I guess, on their pathway out of service, and then understanding again who they are once they get out. And then, so how do they transfer all of that knowledge and skill and experience that they bring from spending so much time within the service into another career pathway? And for some, they come out really lost. So that can be really challenging. So that's what they're looking for.
I've spoken to vets, young vets who have told me that coming back can be, it's some of the simplest things that really are difficult, like going to the supermarket and having to choose what you're going to eat because you haven't chosen what you're going to eat for so long. Or cars backfiring and then hiding behind something or having, a trigger of PTSD. Do you think people understand enough what the difficulties are for people returning from service?
No, I don't think they do. So the more awareness we can raise on the challenges that our first responders actually face, the better. And also for, industry out there and state and territory governments, federal governments, it'd be really good for everyone to start thinking a little bit more about how we can support our first responders transition back into the workplace and provide those supportive environments for them to do so. So our company is starting to look at that. So how can we provide those extra support mechanisms, whether it's an internal mentoring program or whatever it is that they need, so we can give them the best chance and the next start of their career.
We haven't got much time left, but Sarah, what's next for you with the program?
So because Darwin, we're so welcoming, we are so excited to come back up. So we've only done one pilot. We've got more work to do on building this amazing program. So we're going to be coming back up in November. So we are calling for more expressions of interest for those people who have left the service and are looking for that extra bit of support. If they could register on our webpage, we'll be coming up in November.
All right. And
so
what's that site?
The
website.
We haven't got this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
it's roadsolutions.com.au.
Great. Sarah, it's been so great to chat with you this morning, and hopefully your next visit will be full of people wanting to get some help as well. Thanks for your work as well.
Likewise, James, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
That's Sarah Terode-Martin there here on ABC Radio Darwin. Sarah is running a program, and it's called Life After Service. And if you want more information, you can find Terode Solutions on the internet.